Trump scorches Waters at Montana rally, gives best guess at how low her IQ is. The Democrat Party is at a crossroads. In decades past, the Democratic National Committee had strong figureheads who were able to put their best foot forward and explain left-leaning policies with at least a modicum of eloquence. With names like Harry S. Truman and John F. Kennedy representing the party, opponents may have questioned their politics, but almost nobody wondered about their intelligence. Frustratingly, it looks like those days of solid leadership are long gone. Now, the Democrats seem to be adrift without a rudder. The politicians squabbling for control of the party are not exactly luminaries. JFK has been replaced by names like Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters, and both of whom might be a few crayons short of a full box. Donald Trump sure seems to think so, at least. Over the last several days, the president has bluntly poked fun at Waters in particular, calling out her frequent asinine comments and often clueless responses on the issues. Congresswoman Maxine Waters, an extraordinarily low IQ person, has become, together with Nancy Pelosi, the face of the Democrat Party, President Trump declared via Twitter on June 25. She has just called for harm to supporters, of which there are many, of the Make America Great Again movement. Be careful what you wish for, Max. Trump continued. That was a reference to Waters' controversial and apparently confrontational call for liberals to physically harass conservatives in public places. So much for tolerance and diversity. Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up, and if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd and you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere, Waters told supporters recently. That type of harassment is exactly what Sarah Sanders, the working mother who serves as the White House press secretary, experienced while being kicked out of a restaurant with her family for merely having the wrong political views. Trump's Twitter comment about Waters' extraordinary low IQ is no doubt sending the left into a tizzy, but he didn't shy away from criticizing her intelligence again during a rally in Montana on Thursday. I said it the other day, yes, she is a low IQ individual, Maxine Waters, he said. To the horror of liberals but the enjoyment of the crowd, the president went off script and started speculating about Waters' specific IQ level. I said it the other day. I mean, honestly, she is somewhere in the mid-60s. I believe that, he declared. That's a definite diss. An average IQ is around 100. Recognized geniuses have IQs near or above 140, while an IQ of 60 would be defined as feeble-mindedness, according to the original scale used by intelligence quotient researchers. Humorously speculating about Waters' IQ might seem a bit harsh, but then again, consider some of her statements. This liberal would be about socializing, would be about, basically, taking over, and the government running all of your companies, she bizarrely exclaimed in 2008, essentially endorsing communism in America. Then there was the time in 2010 that she called a peaceful and patriotic Tea Party rally outrageous. I just watched, the Republicans were out there, they were having a great time. They were laughing, they were waving the American flag, they were egging them on, and I thought that was outrageous behavior. I really did, she declared, appalled that citizens might be proud of their country and their flag. She also excused the violent Rodney King riots in Los Angeles that shook the nation and shrugged them off as no big deal. If you call it a riot, it sounds like it was just a bunch of crazy people who went out and did bad things for no reason, Waters said. I maintain it was somewhat understandable, if not acceptable. Remember, those riots killed at least 50 people and resulted in literally 1,000 buildings being damaged at an expense of $1 billion. All acceptable, according to Waters. We may not know her actual IQ level,